Live from the No Panic Zone. I'm Steve Gruber. Good to see you. I am America's voice. It's time that we talk. We got 5 days to get through this thing. Here are three big things you need to know right now. Number one, a high-profile transgender activist in New York arrested and jailed for soliciting sex with a minor. I'm sure there's nothing to worry about. Number two, the Fed jacked up interest rates once again, this time by another 3/4 of a point. That will push everything even higher, like mortgages and credit card payments. Tough sledding. And number three, the countdown is on to the midterm elections, and right now the dam is breaking. The dam is breaking. What I mean by that is every poll is surging for Republicans, and every indicator is showing the big red wave. Well, it's going to be bigger than many people predicted. Not bigger than I predicted, bigger than most people predicted. I'm standing with my predictions of more than an average red wave. You know, recently, I've been going with 35 plus seats in the House, 2 to 5 seats in the Senate. That's solid. Back in June, I said more than 50 seats in the House and 5 seats in the Senate. I'm willing to stick with that. It's what I said. It's what I said. I tempered it a bit during the long days of summer. But things in America have certainly not improved under the weight of Joe Biden's failing mental capacity and failing policies. I mean, you look around. Gas, where I am, still over $4 a gallon. Diesel over $5. The price of items on the shelves of the store, jaw-dropping. Absolutely jaw-dropping. I mean, take the kids to the drive-thru at Mickey D's. Pick up 4 value meals. You're looking at $32, $33. At McDonald's. My dad used to say, I remember when McDonald's was cheap, Steve. He'd have no idea what he's looking at today. So with the election on the way, here are some of the things we should be talking about, and we're going to. Joe Biden actually thinks you are as dumb as the people that voted for him in the first place, and says, ignore what you know because the economy's doing great, and so are you. You just apparently don't realize it. Listen.
The economy is, in fact, growing. In fact, the economy grew 2.6% last quarter. And although it may not feel that way, people's incomes went up the last quarter more than inflation. Economic growth is up. Price inflation is down. Real incomes are up. And gas prices are down.
Gas prices are down? Newsflash, Joey. Gas price today, national average, $3.78. That's up from a week ago at $3.76. You see it came down a little bit just for a tiny. Now it's on its way back up. The good news is diesel came down. It's where it was a week ago, $5.31 basically. That's where we are with gasoline at this hour. And Joey thinks that we're doing well. Well, let's just see how oil prices are doing. I mean, I do this for you every day because somebody has to tell you. Oil remains about the same. Brent crude on the high end of its range, $95 now, just under. West Texas Intermediate, 88.5, just under. So West Texas, 85 to 90. Brent crude, the world standard, 90 to 95. It's been in that place for weeks now, right in that range. Has not varied much. And that means trouble for you and your family because the energy prices have not tempered at all. They remain high. They remain out of reach for many people. They remain a problem, a barrier, a hurdle to get over. And when CNN is lost, so is the election. Trust me, when CNN is lost, so is the election for the Democrats. Here's Jake Tapper, who, by the way, is getting the yank from primetime on CNN. Jake Tapper giving an early eulogy for the Democrats and the upcoming destruction they're facing on Election Day. Listen.
CBS News and YouGov, 65% of you said the issue of crime will be very important to your vote. A separate poll released by Gallup last week finds Americans are more likely now than at any time over the last 5 decades to say there's more crime in their community than there was a year ago. 56% of you say there's more crime where you live now than last year. 56%. And that's a trend that's been building over the last few years since 2020, when Joe Biden was elected.
Crime is a big darn deal.
It used to be elsewhere, but now it's in our own neck of the woods.
We want to move, yes, because of crime. We want out.
We live in an area where there is quite a bit of
crime. So we are concerned about that.
Well, here's the only thing getting lower ratings than the Democrats apparently is Jake Tapper, by the way. He's getting moved from his primetime slot on CNN. That lasted a couple of weeks. Back to 4 o'clock in the afternoon. That's how popular he has been. Now, in the state of New York, Lee Zeldin, in the last poll I saw, was leading by just a hair. To be governor of New York, a Republican leading to be governor of New York. Here's a devastating ad in New York, hammering the left with those pesky damn facts. Listen to this.
Mommy, I don't want to get it. Mommy, I'm not sick. Mommy, please. I'm scared. I'm sorry, baby. I wish I had a choice.
The CDC is recommending the COVID-19 vaccine for all school children. If Democrat Kathy Hochul gets elected as governor of New York, you may no longer have a say in your child's health. On November 8th, vote for parental rights. Vote Republican. Paid for by American Liberty Fund. Not authorized by any candidate or candidates committee.
Yeah, there you have it. It's about COVID. If you didn't understand, it's little kids being afraid of getting the jab and having it forced upon the children without parental consent. That is the focus of the ad. You see, because parents matter. The economy and inflation, crime, parental rights. Parental rights are a big deal here. That's what I'm talking about, right? Parental rights. So, I want you to hear this. If you thought that Joe Biden has dementia, and of course he does, what do you make of the relic we refer to as John Kerry, pushing the actual big lie of climate change and the transition? Do you think he may be mentally compromised too? Well, let's listen to this and decide together. Here it is.
Ford Motor Company and General Motors and other companies around the world have spent hundreds of billions of dollars retooling their plants. Why? Because they're going electric. And by 2035, that's all we're going to have in America, electric cars being manufactured, not on the road, but being sold in new cars. That's President Biden's goal. By 2035, he wants the power sector of America to be carbon-free. So if we accelerate these efforts, which is what technology and entrepreneurial activity help us to do, this is going to change even faster. And so that's where I draw enormous hope and some optimism, because I believe we can still make this happen. But we have to make the right decisions and implement those decisions.
Joe Biden doesn't have any idea what he wants. He wants whatever he's told he wants. Joey, you want the Green New Deal. Okay. Oh, Joey wants the Green New Deal. Me and Corn Pop. I mean, please. Joey wants a fresh diaper. That's what Joey wants. Give me a break. These people are all out of their minds. I'll take a break and be back. It's the Steve Gruber Show, 5 days down and counting. I'll be back.